Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me for a quick coffee with Karen Kaseno. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning. I actually have tea. I'm a tea person.
Tea is good too. I'm glad to be having my coffee. This morning, we're going to be speaking with Karen Kaseno, CPA, ABV, which is accredited in business valuation, CFF, certified in financial forensics, CVA, certified valuation analyst, CFE, certified fraud examiner, and MAFF, master analyst in financial forensics, very qualified expert in business valuation and financial litigation matters. Karen will be speaking with us a little bit about the epidemic of financial elder abuse and how we can help. Financial fraud against seniors is an epidemic that is hurting the most vulnerable people at a growing rate. She will be hosting a webinar with us on May 6th to help us understand the reasons why elders are vulnerable, the various schemes and the warning signs of this type of fraud, and you'll be able to learn about solutions to helping them through this problem. Thank you, Karen, for addressing this very necessary topic and for joining us this morning for tea and coffee.
You're welcome. I'm happy to talk about this topic. If you look in your area, there's very few people like us that are helping, helping in this area. Not, I think, because we don't want to, but just there isn't a lot of information out there about it. Even though it affects, they estimate 2.9 billion a year is taken from seniors, and we don't even know if that's really the number because a lot of them go unreported. A lot of seniors don't report the crimes because they're threatened by losing their independence. So they're embarrassed that it happened. They don't want their freedom to be taken away. They feel like it's embarrassing. They blame themselves. A lot of times these crimes are perpetrated by people close to them. So they don't want to get their family members who are stealing from them or their caregiver in trouble because they don't, they're fearful of what's going to happen to them if they say something. So we don't even know if that number is correct.
So what is it about this this problem or this injustice that's happening to these elders about it that encouraged you to get involved and to work this into your practice?
The elderly are vulnerable because many of them are lonely, so they're likely to pick up their home phone. I mean, how many of us even have a home phone or pick it up and would talk to somebody? And so they will talk to somebody on the phone just to have somebody to talk to. Some of them have health issues that make it so that their cognitive powers have been reduced, and so they're a perfect target for that. And let's face it, a lot of them have assets and have liquidity that they've built up over their lifetime that is easy for people to take. So it's kind of a perfect storm in that they've got a lot of assets. They need people to help them and take care of them. And they're also very vulnerable. And some of them not great at the computer. They're more trusting a lot of times with people that call or people that come by. So they end up giving people money or agreeing to things that they shouldn't agree to. Now, wherever you are in your area, the police departments in most areas, there's usually adult protective services, APS, in your area that are up to speed on these issues. So if you know anyone that's experiencing this, definitely contact the adult protective services or the police department, even 911 if it's really bad. But the way we can get involved is we, of course, would probably be more involved with the financial frauds and helping them trace maybe what happened. Unfortunately, we get involved a lot of times after the fact, after something already happened. We certainly can help there. We can help figure out what happened and figure out how much was taken, and and help the law enforcement go back and try and get that money back. But even better than that, if we can get out there and get some education out there and, you know, talk to people and some more preventative tools, then we can be of a good help there too.
So that's the purpose of your session on May 6th, is to give a little bit of insight as to how financial analysts can help. Also bringing them just generally aware of this problem. What are some of the other learning objectives or what people will learn by attending this webinar?
Well, the first thing that they'll learn is, you know, what they can tell people in their lives. You know, we're hopefully, well, I don't say hopefully, we're not at the point ourselves where we're in that position, but we have family that probably is. And so what are some of the schemes that that are out there and that we just need to warn our own family about and talk to our own clients about? Is, you know, these are the things that we're looking for. But also what as forensic accountants and accountants and financial planners, what we can do after it happens, and then also to set up controls so that it doesn't happen. Who can we contact to get us help and get them help and get people prosecuted and get, you know, get these things resolved in a timely manner? And we don't want it to happen. You know, the more people that we get out there like us that know what are trained in this, that can help bankers and help you know, other CPAs that may just do tax returns, and just people in general that may be caretakers for their family, what controls they can set up. You know, what are warning signs? That's a big thing. What are warning signs? There's actually some software that I'll talk about in the webinar that you can use to track their accounts, so that you can see if all of a sudden, you know, there's a big spending of money, and, you know, and that coincides with a new person that came into grandma's life. You know, oh, grandma's talking about this boyfriend she has on the internet. Oh, you know, now her account, yeah, now her account goes down 200,000. That's a little worrisome.
Yeah. Well, this is a great topic, Karen. It really, really is. As you were saying, so many of us have loved ones who are elderly, may or may not be living alone, or may be in a assisted living facility or senior community. And to protect their assets for themselves and prevent this abuse from happening is certainly a very relative thing to be doing, and a necessary thing to be doing. We appreciate you bringing this this critical issue to the forefront.
Good, and I hope that everyone can see the webinar on May 6th.
Yes, so if you are joining us or seeing this quick chat with Karen, you can go to the NACVA.com/elder or /elder abuse, and you'll see where you can register online. This webinar will be free, including 1 hour of CPE, and Karen will be diving into these topics a little bit deeper. We also have several great resources from a financial litigation perspective at NACVA.com as well. If you're advising clients with any other types of litigation matters, Karen is also an expert in those areas of practice. But there's a lot of resources available through the NACVA.com. But please register with us, NACVA.com/elder abuse, and we'll see you on May 6th. Karen, thank you so much for joining me for tea and coffee.
Yes,
Cheers
thank you.
To you. And stay healthy and happy, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.